CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Central Florida. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on, and now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. It's good on the putback.
Oh, man, an aggressive player. Bryant makes things happen, putting in the second chance points.
Now Fultz. From 17 feet out. Fournier's shot is off. Outside, Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Beal is so dangerous in the open floor. He can burn you with his speed, his shooting, in pretty much every way.
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Fournier, the 3. And that one is off. And it's Washington the other way. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Passes it to Fournier. Shoots over Beal. No good off the back of the rim. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And finished off by Beal.
I love the unselfishness from Wall. When someone flashes open, I mean, he's right there with the pass.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's stolen by Fultz. Vucevic with it, picked up by Bryant. On up the court. And then Gordon with the dunk.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Fultz kicks to Fournier. Back to Fultz. He dishes it to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by John Wall. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Beal with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Magic trail by 10. On the wing, Isaac. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Fultz finds Vucevic. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Over Beal. Fournier's shot is off.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. A whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
Beal can't get it to go. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. A 12-point game. Vucevic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. James Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Smith drives in, goes straight to the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. DJ Augustine picks one up.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here is Augustine. And the pass to Vucevic. Over Smith. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Pertinis. The shot, no good. Augustine with it. And so it's the Washington Wizards. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, Mohamed Bamba is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Ennis. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Carter Williams in at the point. Now here's Bamba. He's defended by Wagner. Ross dishes to Vucevic. Pass to Bamba. Shoots over Wagner. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. Pass to Carter Williams. Back to Ennis. Over Brown. Ennis misses. Washington leading now by 11. It's stolen by Ennis. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Outside for Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. But they get it back. Bamba passes to Carter Williams. Tries again. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And the dunk by Payton.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now, here's Bamba. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ross against Payton. Ross kicks to Carter Williams. Here's Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
And when you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Payton in the corner. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
They're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic. And a change for the Wizards. Beal's checked in. Here's Gordon. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Gordon's got 6.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. He didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
So it's Orlando now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Carter Williams dishes to Gordon. Back to Carter Williams. Orlando moving the ball around. Ennis with the ball. Brown's there. Ennis, good. Ennis has got his second bucket. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's Carter Williams following the bucket by the Wizards. Pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Now here's Beal. 10 points for him. Chalk up 2 there.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Ross passes to Carter Williams. Ross against Beal. Ross dishes to Bamba. Misses the baby hook.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Baden outside. Kicks it to Beal. Lets it go from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Here's Bamba. That one doesn't go. Now Washington takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Payton gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ross passes to Carter Williams. Back to Ross. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The pass to Carter Williams. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And that does it for our half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. All runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot.
Oh, such a terrific distributor. I mean, he's a catalyst for this offense. Wall keeping his teammates involved.
Here's Fultz. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the wing, Isaac. Fournier for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. 13-point lead.
You see that right there? That's the intelligence of Wall. He knows where to run and when a fast break opportunity presents itself.
Now here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot's good. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Magic trail by 17. Fultz looking around. Outside Fournier. That 3 off the mark.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Improving as a penetrator every year. Bill has the speed and athleticism to make defenders nervous.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's Fournier on the wing. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Magic again can't hit.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And a more traditional in the paint big for most of his career. Mahinmi has been working hard to evolve his game.
Yeah, he's trying to become more comfortable on the perimeter at both ends. I mean, he started shooting threes over the last couple of years just to keep the defense honest. And defensively, he's done a much better job of closing out on jump shooters. The shifty nature of Fultz's game, I mean, it often puts the defense in a bind. Difficult trying to guard without fouls.
Ross is checked in for Orlando. Troy Brown's checked in for Washington. He's perfect from the line this time. Now the Wizards with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
That's how you attack. It's a luxury to have a point guard with that kind of vertical, that kind of strength, that kind of height, that kind of speed. That's John Wall.
Now here is Augustine. Over Smith. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Wall, and the shot goes in. Wall's got 12 points here in the second half.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Goes up on the high post. Augustine, that's good. Washington leading now by 19. And Wall kicks to Brown. Dishes to Mahinmi. The kick out to Wall. The 11-footer. That's his first miss and 9 shots from the field. Magic have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And finished off by Fultz.
A sensational athlete. Fultz, it helps to have a point guard who can throw it down.
Smith the pass to Hachimura. Vucevic with the block, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Gordon's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And a switcher also for Washington. Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. Bertans finds Smith. Down low. They get it back. Pass to Mahinmi. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And the Wizards making a change here. Bonga's checked in. Gordon against Bertans. That one drops for him. And the Wizards lead by 19.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Augustine looking around. Ross on the wing. Augustine up top, covered by Smith. Tips it up, and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Here's Smith. Misses there. John Wall getting it done for the Washington Wizards. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. DJ Augustine out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Orlando has possession. Following the bucket by the Wizards. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. And it's Gordon with the finish.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here's Bertans. And Vucevic pulls it down. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic, trailing by 17. Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Smith, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 17.
Oh, Smith is a fighter, someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Augustine against Smith. And Augustine kicks to Isaac. Lets it go from 14. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Evan Fournier is checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. And a change for the Wizards. Beal's checked in for Brown. Smith in the posts, guarded by Fultz. Here's Bryant. Good, nice job down low.
You got to be more physical with Bryant than this. I mean, he's skilled at fending off contact on the way up.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Outside Fournier. Shoots over Beal. Fournier's shot is off.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Beal, the pass to Bryant. Yep, that one goes in there.
Now, how do you counter Bryant's physical abilities? I mean, he's a menace for the D inside.
Fultz dishes to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Beal. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the shot goes down. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And when Gordon is hot, boy, he is fun to watch. And you can tell he's having fun as well.
Smith drives in, lays it up off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 21. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Pass to Isaac. Fires at the elbow. The putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wizards.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Wall.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option
on fast breaks.
The shot by Bertans. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Orlando now. 17-point game.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Now here's Fultz. Gordon kicks to Isaac. Off target from outside. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The kick out to Bryant. Isaac with the steal. Here's Fultz. For three, Fournier offline. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
How is that for a gorgeous... And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the guard position. And for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3. Beal's shot is good.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
To the paint, and here we go. Washington fast break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now, here's Sexton. And that one's good. Drummond.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
All taking his time here. The feed to Bryant. And stolen by Drummond. Now, Cleveland moving it up. Goes up. The shot by Sexton, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the basket by Washington.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Beal, and the rejection by Love. Here's Sexton, and there it is for him.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Now Wall. Feeds to Bryant. Outside for Beal. 6 on the shot clock. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the contest. Free throw good, Sexton.
Now, Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
Now here's Wall. Urchinus. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Sexton with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Osman. No good there. Great D that time from Beal. Wizards leading by 4. The kick out to Wall. To the middle. The Wizards working the ball around now. And it's Brown missing. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam. You could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
Outside, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Sexton. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Washington. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 11. And Drummond throws it down.
A huge target on alley-oops. Throw it towards Drummond, and he'll take care of the rest.
Here's Wall. Oh!
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Drummond. Sexton, and it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pulls up, high post, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous move.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Washington out in front. They lead by a bucket. They'll be back shortly, live from...
Being yourself, being in your own comfortable...
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Mo Wagner out there with Troy Brown. Then there's Peyton. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Mahimi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
I'm watching Ish Smith watch his teammates. Great swing to the wide open man for the uncontested shot.
On the wing, Nance. He's defended by Wagner. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Windler. Goes back up. Trying to get open is Thompson. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Here's Peyton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Darius Garland picks one up. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Left side, Porter. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career, but around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season, and maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his 2nd year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
Smith, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Nance.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Wizards have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And that one's good by Porter.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
Smith on the wing. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. And we're about 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter here. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Just got to be able to read from the point guard position, and Garland did a nice job there.
Bryant passes to Mahimi. Thompson comes with the double team. Mahimi dishes to Peyton. Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. Here's Mahimi. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the 2nd quarter, 3 of 6. Back to Porter. Thompson, high post. The kick out to Porter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go. Washington fast break. And Peyton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Wizards leading by 4. Peyton with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And the dunk by Peyton.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got his first basket.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. Got to try to body him up.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Washington making a change here. Bairton is checked in. Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And Bryant slams it in.
A beautiful look from Ish Smith. They're always looking to get his teammates involved.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Oh, Porter in position. No good on that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
So both teams changing it up here. Outside, Wall. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Sexton with it. Now Beal defending. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Count it, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Cavaliers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Wall. The pass to Bertens. Back to Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's a 12-point Wizards lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right thing.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. Bad.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And Sexton slams it in.
Like the attacking mindset, not waiting for something to happen, instead creating it himself was Colin Sexton.
All with it, picked up by Love, stolen by Garland. Here's the break. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Bunga. And it's sent back by Drummond. Sexton attacking. And that one is off. Great D that time from Beal.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Garland has it in the corner. Drummond trying to get himself free. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Garland. The Wizards shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. And Wall. Here we go now. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Cavaliers trail by 9. To the left wing. Osman kicks to Sexton. He feeds it to Drummond. Over Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Bertanis in for Beal. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Kevin Porter comes in for Jetty Osman. Smith the pass to Wagner. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's Garland, covered by Smith. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
To the middle, stolen by Garland. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. No good that time. Now Washington takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Smith kicks to Bertans. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
It's stolen by Nance. Here's Porter. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Garland. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Smith with a wide open look. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Nance passes to Windler. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And stolen by Wagner. In transition, here come the Wizards. The shot's good from Smith.
That's a brilliant way of running the floor on the break by Ish Smith. Just relentless coming down the floor on the dead sprint for the easy score.
Here's Thompson. Shoots over Wagner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Outside Beal with 4 seconds on the clock. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And so it's Washington holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Wagner out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Another shot. Here's Drummond. Nice move. Good.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
It's Wall with the drive. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Love. Unloads from 9. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Clock at 6. Washington with the rebound. 4-on-3 break. Beal with it. Guarded now by Sexton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the ability of Beal to just wear out the defense. At times, you almost have to foul him to stop him.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Washington. Mahimi comes in for Davis Bertans. And so he makes both from the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Sexton attacking. That shot missing, and it's Washington the other way. And it's Beal in the corner. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Now Now here's Wall. Outside Beal. Over Sexton. And too long on the shot.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And he makes that one.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Kicks it out to Love. Outside, Sexton. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Beal. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for Beal. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Passes it to Drummond. And Love has it in the corner. Back to Drummond. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Wizards. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Bryant. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. Beal's gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. Garland kicks to Love. Fires the 3. Rebound by Mahimi.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's Beal on the wing. This one for 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sexton attacking. And Sexton slams it in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Wizards.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for John Wall.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Beal from long range. Beal can't get that one to fall. The pass to Drummond. Cleveland moving it around. Outside, Sexton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Beal with the 3. Beal can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers on offense. Trailing by 17. Love kicks to Drummond. And it's denied. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the point. Now here's Fultz. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. And here are the Cavaliers.
And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
He gets that one.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Over Sexton. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Wide open shot is on the money.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Cleveland with the ball. There's Garland. Kicks it out to Love. And stolen by Gordon. And so just over a minute and a half played. Fultz finds Fournier. That three off the mark.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Yep, it counts.
And a lethal slasher. Sexton does a great job of finding angles to the basket. Has that great burst to get to the rim.
Now here's Fultz. From deep. Fournier's shot is off.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Garland drops in the layup for two.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Fultz looking around. Pass to Gordon and stolen by Love. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Good on the shot. Sexton's got 8.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Fultz. It's Fournier on the wing. Another miss by Orlando.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Outside Fournier. Fultz with the ball. Back to Fournier. Another miss by Orlando.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And he gets it to go.
And you got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
And that one's good. Osman.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Fultz. Al Fournier back to Fultz. Stolen by Garland. Down low. Here's Drummond. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Sexton finds Drummond. Inside. There's Garland. Love. It's good on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Over in the corner, Isaac. Here's Fultz. Vucevic down low. Working on Drummond. Fournier gets a wide open look. The 17-footer goes down. Fournier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really like to see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Bamba is out there with Vucevic. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then it's Ennis. And it's Ross in at the shooting guard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Augustine. Nails it from the high post. Augustine's got his first points of the game. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
It's stolen by Ennis. Up again, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. There's the pass to Vucevic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Nance. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Here's Porter. The putback. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
There's the steal. Here's Windler. Yep, that one goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Carter Williams, the pass to Vucevic. He kicks to Ross. Now here's Carter Williams. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's Windler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Nance. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Kevin Porter. And it's Sexton in for Garland. Orlando also making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ennis. And Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. A second chance effort. Bamba controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
1:27 left to play in the first half. Here's Fournier, plenty of space. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Fournier's got 6 points.
Boy, you've got to corral Fournier on these pick and rolls. I mean, he just knows how to pick the defense apart if you don't.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Bamba. That one, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Oh, Sexton in position. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So for the Magic, Fultz comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Augustine, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's stolen by Fultz. And they're pushing it up. Here's Fournier. Makes it off the glass. And it's 8 points for Evan Fournier.
Defense looking helpless here. Fournier is solid as going despite getting hit. Really strong playing through contact.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Augustine. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was Colin Sexton who got hot in the first. He had 16 points and that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Love outside. Four on the clock. He feeds it to Drummond. That falls. Great assist by Love. Drummond's got the first points of the second half here for the Cavs. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Garland with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Fultz. Bucket is good. Fultz has got 6 points.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Sexton kicks to Osman. Bobbed up there for Drummond. It's stolen by Vucevic. Outside Fournier. Shoots over Garland. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Fournier. Drummond passes to Sexton. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Fournier, that's for 2. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Love kicks to Sexton. Back to Love. Passes to Drummond. It's stolen by Vucevic. Isaac with the ball. Garland picks him up. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Isaac. Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Fultz. Ennis passes to Ross. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Carter Williams with the bounce pass. Ross kicks to Ennis. Another miss by Orlando. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Windler. On the wing, Nance. Now the pass to Windler. They need this one. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Gordon. Here's Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. The Magic trail by 3. Augustine with it, now guarded by Porter. Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. The shot by Thompson, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Tries it from 19. Augustine, no luck. The Cavaliers leading by 3. There's Garland. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nance against Augustine. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Porter. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic trail by 3. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now, here's Garland. Headed by Augustine. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. Isaac and Vucevic down low. And it's Ross in at the 3 slot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic. The Magic trail by 5. To the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
An excellent example of concentration there from Fournier. Did a nice job under pressure keeping his balance.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Drummond dishes to Sexton. Back to Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Sexton's shot is good. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Outside Fournier. Launches a three. Drains the three-pointer. Fournier's got 11 in the second half.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Sexton kicks to Osman. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Headshot off. The Magic trail by 3. Fournier in the corner. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Sexton's shot is good.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. For 3, Fournier. The Cavaliers pull it in. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Sexton penetrating. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game. And here's Fultz. And Sexton over to help. Outside Fournier. 6 to shoot. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Garland. He can't get that one, so Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Vucevic. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Drummond, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. Unloads. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Fournier's got 21.
And really, come on now, that kind of drive is what you love about Fournier. No fear at all in terms of taking matters into his own hands.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Up again, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Sexton, the pass to Drummond. Over to the left wing. It's in!
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
Now here's Fultz, guarded closely. It's Fournier on the wing. Off target with his 3.
Well, another tin-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Raise the roof for Fultz. Get those hands up for him now. Excels at taking over during key possessions.
The slam dunk by Garland.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Down low. Money!
Well, I tell you what, Fultz does a nice job with the pocket passes, threading the needle out of the pick and roll. That's a tough cover when you're on defense.
And here's Love from the arc. No good. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Beal against Fournier, and finished off by Bryant.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac into the 3. And it's put back in by Vucevic.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Vucevic against Wall. Bryant has the open look. No good on the 3.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Fournier passes to Gordon. Back to Fournier. And it's sent back by Bryant.
On the timing and energy on display, Bryant positioning himself well. Just slapping.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw this game.
Very quietly, Bill has matured into one of the game's best 2 guards. He's a strong playmaker, a dynamite scorer, and a solid defender.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Fultz. Up top, Fournier. Rebound by the Wizards. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2 wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Wall. Right side, Bryant. Vucevic with the rebound. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Isaac outside. Vucevic against Mahinmi. Second chance shot. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Ross on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Clock at 4. Here's Fultz. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. There's the lob to Brown. It's stolen by Fultz. Isaac outside. The dish to Vucevic. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. And the basket is good. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahinmi, and it's Payton in for Hachimura. 1:15 left to play in the first. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Now here is Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And now Orlando on the break. And it's Gordon missing.
those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the aggressive mindset of Wagner, I mean, when he attacks the defense, he gets these calls.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Augustine, and he's good on the second. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Out left to the wing. Here's Bamba, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Carter Williams against Smith. Pass to Wagner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Carter Williams, the pass to Ross. Inside. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision-making, it's a tough combination.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Magic ending the first. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Ennis in at the small forward position. Fournier dishes to Gordon. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And he banks in the layup. Wall's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Wizards.
Look, Wall is a blur. His speed is just incredible. He gets to the cup in the blink of an eye.
It's Fournier on the wing. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Good ball movement here by the Magic. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
Oh, it's always fun watching Wall throw it down. He can do it with either hand.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Fournier in the corner. Tips it, and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got his second bucket tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Wall passes to Mahimi, and Mahimi with the stop.
I love the unselfishness from Wall. When someone flashes open, I mean, he's right there with the pass.
Augustine dishes to Fultz. Back to Augustine, to the inside. Here's Isaac. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Isaac's got his second bucket.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Here's Wall. Down low. Here's Mahimi. That one, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Here's Wall. An easy 2 points on the layup. Wall's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Augustine. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Buries it down low. Now it's just a 3-point Magic lead. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Fournier gets a wide open look. The Magic getting another chance here. Here's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Fournier's got 14 points.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Wall. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Fournier. And the pass to Isaac. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. And here's Fultz. No points in the game yet for him. Clock is at 3. Augustine finds Fultz. Augustine, no luck.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
I'm trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Eight seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Isaac. For 3, Ross. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Oh, I love that activity from Smith, using all his speed and length to contest that shot.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played it.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Here's Wall. Got a piece of it.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
For 3, Fournier. Bryant with the rebound.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Fournier passes to Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around. Vucevic finds Fultz. It's Fournier on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fournier's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Ball passes to Bryant. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bryant's got his second basket of the night.
You got to be more physical with Bryant than this. I mean, he's skilled at fending off contact on the way up.
For three, Fournier. Offensive rebound, Vucevic. Fournier passes to Fultz. Now here's Fournier. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Isaac misses.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Good. Beal's got 11 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Orlando leading by 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Fultz with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Isaac outside. The shot. Fultz, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Bunga, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Orlando making some changes. James Ennis, he'll check in for Jonathan Isaac. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Fournier. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now Carter Williams. Ross in the corner. Back to Carter Williams. Pass to Ennis. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Ross for 3. The Magic again can't hit. Wizards trail by 3. Passes it to Brown. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Carter Williams dishes to Ross. Back to Carter Williams. Kicks it to Ross. Puts up a 3. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Ross has got his first 3 points of the game. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Smith finds Bertans. Back to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got his first basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now. Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
Here's Bertans. Sinks that one from the post.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Orlando leading. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Ennis passes to Bamba. Back to Ennis. He kicks it to Ross. 3-pointer. Gordon. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 6.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
The pass to Wagner. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, given Wagner's size and strength, he has the appropriate build to succeed above the rim.
Pass to Ennis. Ross on the wing. Up again, and the second chance effort by Gordon. He's got 8.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Fournier in at the small forward. Pass to Ross. Back to Carter-Williams. Bamba with it. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Beal can't get it to go.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
It's good. 10 points for Aaron Gordon.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Smith laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside Fournier. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Carter-Williams finds Ross. Outside Fournier. Drains it from beyond the arc. Fournier's got 20.
He has got to do something to take away his three-point shots. He's been knocking them down all night.
Now here's Beal. Over Ross. The shot by Beal, no good. Orlando leading by 5. It's Fournier on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Brown to the middle. Mahimi kicks to Beal. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Carter-Williams, the pass to Ross. Gordon dishes to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Fournier. No good on the triple. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Smith. Pass to Bertens. Outside Beal. Shades over Fournier. Bertans kicks to Beal. Beal with another miss.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Outside Fournier. Back to Fultz. Good ball movement here by the Magic. The Magic again can't hit.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around him. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. They're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Wall attacking. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And you got to push Wall out of the paint. He's got the explosiveness to wreak havoc in there.
It's Fournier on the wing, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Wall. Out to the right wing. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He told his guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Magic.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Evan Fournier.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense. Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And there's the pass to Isaac. Now Gordon. Back to Isaac. 4 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Fournier. Misses the 3. Beal, that's for 2. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed?
The Road Warrior Wizards arriving at the arena. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point. Here's Beal. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg. He helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered. Just such a good finisher around the bucket. Thomas Bryant has so many moves he can turn to. Nice.
And it's Sexton penetrating.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Count the basket.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Beal against Sexton. Inside. Tries from 10. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I have no problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now, here's Sexton. Lobbed up there for Drummond.
Well, this is where the effectiveness of Thomas Bryant's wingspan is on display. What nice coverage.
second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
Now here's Wall. And it's sent back by Drummond. To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Wall. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
Knocked loose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
And so it's Washington with it. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Bertans for 3. Windler with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Payton, he's checked in for Washington. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Windler, the pass to Thompson. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
Smith surveying the D. That one goes in. .139 left to play in the first quarter. Garland with it, working on Smith. Garland, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now, here's Garland. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Windler. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Here's Payton. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Nance. No good with the layup. Here's Payton, and Payton throws it down hard.
How about Jan Mahimi with a good pass? Not a guy you typically run the offense through, but his feel for the game has really grown.
And another miss by Cleveland.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Payton, good.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Smith. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Porter and taken away by Brown. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. With 2 seconds left, and Payton throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And so it's Washington up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Andre Drummond is out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Porter. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Osman in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good. Porter. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Washington leading now by 6. Wall looking it over. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Quickness, touch in the paint. John Wall looking confident.
And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Just the threat of that shot, enough to get him airborne. Nice fake by Beal.
And he makes both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 9-point game. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Love right side. On the wing, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Wall. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. That's 10 points for Wall.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
A huge target on alley-oops. Throw it towards Drummond, and he'll take care of the rest.
Right side, Bryant. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Bradley Beal picks one up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
And Porter drops them both. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here is Wall. He's got 10. Beal with it. Not going to go that time. Now here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Beal. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, the athleticism and size of Bradley Beal makes that an easy shot, believe it or not. He's got great vertical.
It's stolen by Bryant. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And the shot is good. And it's a 9-point Wizards lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And yes, it's good. Wall's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that, to me, is an example of where the work in the weight room pays off. Wall absorbs contact and still guides it in.
Here's Windler. Banked in off the glass.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Wall kicks to Hachimura. Pass to Wagner. Over Nance. Again, the Wizards score.
Excellent concentration by Mo Wagner. And, boy, what touch from the big man.
To the inside. And stolen by Wagner. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And a wide open look for Porter. Rebound by the Wizards. Here's Beal. Here's Wall. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
John Wall getting it done for the Washington Wizards. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He had 16 points and 2 assists. He didn't perform up to his standards. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Washington. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the small forward.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it's Sexton penetrating. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just a little bit of momentum and Sexton going right to the rim.
And what Bryant has been showing more and more of is the ability to read the floor and make good decisions.
Right, Greg. This is a very smart guy who dominated in high school and college just because of his size. He overwhelmed opponents. Now we're seeing him pass out of double teams. Shot selection is better. Timing and pick and roll is now superb. This guy has really grown.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Washington leading now by 11. Beal finds Payton, and Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Heat. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Darius Garland picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Mahinmi's checked in for Thomas Bryant, and both free throws good for Payton.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And it's Love with the ball for Cleveland. Rebound by Mahinmi. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Washington. Stolen by Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Garland's got 6 points.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Here's Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 13.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And it's Osman missing. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Thompson with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
Well, really great job by Kevin Love to run the floor, outworks the defense, able to finish in transition.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And no good. Out to Payton. Lets the 3 fly. Bonga, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Sexton attacking. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Smith the pass to Bonga. The rebound by Nance. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-6 run and finished off by Porter.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Smith dishes to Mahinmi.
Now, I think everyone knows when Mahinmi gets the ball inside, often the better choice is to foul him, and we'll see if he can make them pay for that.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And the Wizards making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Nance, no good. Washington leading now by 7. Brown finds Berton. Back to Brown. Passes it to Bertans. Shot clock at 3. Banked in off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 9.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nance has got his second bucket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Smith kicks to Bertans. From deep three-point range. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Drummond's checked in for the Cavaliers. And then for Washington, Hachimura comes in for Mo Wagner. And John Wall subbed in for Ian Mahinmi. Here's Drummond. Offensive rebound. Lindler. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
The Wizards haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Washington. Beal comes in for Ish Smith. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scouts. Sexton with the dunk.
Left side wall. Here's Bryant, and it's sent back by Drummond. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Wizards. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter.
I just wanted you trying to keep up with the crew. How'd y'all get everything new?
Enzo Bryant will bring it up for Washington. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They've got Colin Sexton. Porter is out there with Nance. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
How about that vertical by John Wall, getting up in a big way for that dunk.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Andre Drummond.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Wall, and the layup's good off the glass. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Sexton, Drummond, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
2 shots. Second free throw, no good. Wizards leading by 9. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
Outside, Wall. And Beal kicks to Wall. Lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got 22 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Outside, Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Can you tell how confident and comfortable John Wall is putting a team on his back? Do you not love the athletic guard who stays aggressive?
Sexton's shot is good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Drummond trying to get himself free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Well, Colin Sexton, I think, is a crafty point guard with tremendous upside. He obviously can facilitate and be a distributor. The key is, can he knock down shots consistently?
Washington leading now by 7. Outside, Wall. Inside. Bertines passes to Bryant. Wizards passing it around. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Beal taking his time here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Bryant finds Wall. It's over Garland. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Cavaliers trail by 7. There's the pass to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton might be young, but he is unafraid and unabashed. What a play.
2:54 left in the fourth quarter. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Sexton against Beal. And it's good for two.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Beal's shot is good.
Oh, a timely one from Beal puts a smile on the coach's face.
For Cleveland, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Washington with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Bryant. 26 points for Wall.
Oh, you love to see guys come through in the clutch. A nice play by John Wall.
Shot is good, and the Wizards lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Garland.
And this young guy is fearless. Darius Garland, deliver it.
Outside, Wall. It counts.
Oh, that's a big-time delivery. John Wall making it happen.
Love outside. Money!
How does Kevin Love slip away from the defense? Comes up with a gigantic fourth-quarter score.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Wall dishes to Bryant and stolen by Drummond.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Outside, Wall. Here's Bertans for 3. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, John Wall.
I think, guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Garland kicks to Sexton. Shoots over Beal. Can they tie? Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for... Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. Now here's Fultz to the middle. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. 5 on the clock.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
You know, another reason Sexton gives opponents nightmares. Almost impossible to stick with him in the open court.
Outside Fournier. Over Sexton. Kept alive Orlando. Vucevic finds Fournier. Down low. Here's Gordon. Good D from Love.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Love.
And the muscle of Sexton, outstanding at just working through the contact and finding a way to finish.
Here's Fultz. It's Fournier on the wing. Back to Fultz. From downtown. Unable to get that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
That shot misses. Orlando, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Fultz is an absolute blur in transition. Excellent at running the floor and getting to his spot.
Osman, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Orlando, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Fultz, the pass to Fournier, and the 3 off target.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
That one falls. Sexton's got 6.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Fultz. Fournier gets a wide open look. It's good from about 19 feet.
Really like to see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
And here comes the break. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Pass to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Back to Fournier. Fires for 3. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Fultz. The shot's good from Fournier. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now Fournier, after Darius Garland missing on that last 3-pointer. Fournier dishes to Gordon. And Fournier kicks to Ross. Fournier's shot is off.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Count it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Orlando trailing here. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lots of room. And that one, good.
You know, that's a main weapon in Augustine's offensive attack. I mean, he's very comfortable rising up from this area.
Windler, the pass to Thompson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. 32 seconds left in the first. Shoots from the high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And it goes down 2 points. 19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Fournier. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Well, man, a big-time effort for Evan Fournier, providing a lot of energy for Orlando. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the 3 slot. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Gordon's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Porter. And Bamba pulls it down. Magic shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Right wing. Now here's Ennis. He's covered by Thompson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Fulton for Terrence Ross. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Boy, he does not take any possessions off. None. I mean, got to give Fultz a lot of credit. Great at keeping his hands active on defense.
And Porter, here we go. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fultz kicks to Bamba. The offensive rebound. Back to Isaac. Shot clock at 6. To the wing on the left. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Takes the 3. But they recover it. To the paint. Here's Bamba. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. The open look here for Sexton. No good from outside. And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for Orlando. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Magic working now with the new shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Porter dishes to Sexton. He feeds it to Love. Back to Sexton. Here's Osman. He's covered by Isaac. The pass to Porter. Count it. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Kicks it to Fultz. Isaac passes to Fultz. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Cavaliers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Porter dishes to Sexton, and it's all evened up. Sexton's got 8 points.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Isaac outside. Bamba. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 2.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
The kick out to Porter. Hands it from downtown. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Passes to Bamba. All alone. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And it's Osman missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
It's really hard to say enough about how good Carter Williams is at spotting the open man. He's got excellent vision and just a nice feel for what they're trying to get done in their offense.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Ennis passes to Carter Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Porter with the tip, and it's Sexton on the follow. He's got 10. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that's a wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markel Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Cavaliers leading. Here's Osman. It's stolen by Fultz. Fournier with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. From the arc, Vucevic trying to get open. The Cavaliers pull it in. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Releases from 15, and there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Drummond. That's 12 points for Colin Sexton. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Gordon missing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
The shot by Sexton, no good. The Magic trail by 4. The drive by Gordon. Count that bucket. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. Free throw line jump shot. Buries the jump shot. Fournier's got 10.
Fournier is somebody you can't allow to get comfortable. I mean, his jumper is cash moolah.
Up again. Here's Drummond. Left side, Sexton. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Gordon. Isaac passes to Fournier. Isaac kicks to Fournier. And the rejection by Love.
And with good defensive versatility and smarts, Love has turned himself into an asset at that end.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Osman, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Ross is checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Markel Fultz. It's Fournier on the wing. The shot from 20 feet away. No good that time, so Cleveland will take it the other way. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Augustine up top. Shoots the 3. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Fournier.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store. And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
Here's Garland. Rebound by the Magic, and Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Porter's checked in for Jetty Osman. Augustine looking around. Shoots over Garland. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Augustine. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porter, no luck. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Pass to Windler. There's the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Fournier on the wing, and we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cavaliers lead by 3. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. Here's Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
Boy, when he's going to the rack, he has his height set on jamming it down. Tenacious throwdown by Fultz.
Cavaliers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Windler, the pass to Thompson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. Well, Orlando shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And here's Fournier. Over Porter. Fournier's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 3. There's Garland, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Fultz with the ball. Pass to Gordon. Outside Fournier. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Fournier against Porter. He kicks it to Garland. Fires the 3. They get it back. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Outside Gordon. Ross passes to Fournier. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
To the inside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here we go, one-on-one to take the lead. And Gordon lays it in. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Magic?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
And it's Vucevic in the corner. Back to Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Man, I like how poised Isaac is. Excellent calmness. in control. That's impressive for a young guy.
And stolen by Gordon. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Fournier, and the shot goes in. Fournier's got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando.
And really, come on now, that kind of drive is what you love about Fournier. No fear at all in terms of taking matters into his own hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And stolen by Sexton. There's Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And it's now only a 1-point Orlando lead.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
For 3, Fournier. Cavaliers with the rebound. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Back to Fultz. Fournier against Sexton. Fournier's shot is off. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It falls!
This is what leaders do. You gotta love seeing Sexton own these moments and coming up clutch.
It's Fournier on the wing. Over Sexton. The putback, it's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And Vucevic is really good about playing nerveless basketball. In other words, he's not going to let anything bother him. He's under control, he's calm, he's composed, and he's confident. And that lets him deliver when it matters most.
Love finds Sexton. From deep. The shot, no good. And so it's Cleveland who comes out. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, great.